righty then. We are live. Oh, camera in perfect position tonight because the clown is out of here. Yes. Okay. Don't get excited, Chuck. Uh, don't get excited. Don't hold your breath either. that. Okay, notifications going out that I'm live. I'm a little early tonight because I got to go a bit early. Got an early wake up call in the morning. So I was gonna do this earlier, but I was kind of hoping to see some other stuff happening involving the clown. Something happened very early this morning. Angie woke me up early this morning with the news that Jojo the squirrel, the one of the channels I met in Vegas, was assaulted by Manny the clown, and his little munchkin friend, Machete. I guess that's his name. I don't know. Looks like Munchkin to me, but oh well. What happens? Uh, I guess there was an assault early this morning. The whereabouts, it looks like it happened in front of Walgreens, but it seems like it got caught up. It's like to take the Cadillac family to come and look like did come down to JoJo's rescue and make sure he got the proper paperwork done. Uh, Unfortunately, the video is on private right now. So further investigation or something like that. Police report was filed by JoJo and a few friends, and they do have video evidence. There is some video out, but is it convincing enough that it was JoJo and them? I don't know. I was going to rewatch Sin City Families end of it, but they already put it in the members only clips only. And I kind of wonder why they ended the live stream abruptly, like they always do. When something doesn't go right, they end a live stream abruptly. And usually the odds are usually within hours or minutes, it goes within members only stuff. So it's going to be very, very interesting in Vegas. Good thing I wasn't there because if that would have happened to me, uh, there was no way. There was no way. Uh, Even if I had the self defense laws, which I don't think they have in Vegas, but if I did, uh, they wouldn't got away. Technically, they'd be on the floor, on the ground, looking the lights up, waiting for that big guy to drop the big leg and that. So, uh, yeah, according to some side chats on other videos, I guess possible. I'm not going to hold my breath on this, but there possibly going to be arrest warrants out for both Manny and Machete. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. We'll love to see that happen. Actually, uh, I don't even think Manny would. Does Manny usually go live on Sunday nights? Usually his son goes live. I don't expect Sin City Family going live tonight because they because what they did and what the videos are coming out for. It sounds like Manny may be a marked man. And it's not going to be coming from the people that hates him. Well, I live in Iowa, so there's nothing I can do about it. But it's going to come from somebody who is uh, that watches the videos and don't even discuss in the side chat. It's going to be somebody that is going to be anonymous, totally anonymous. So anybody like a subscriber or a backer of those channels, they ain't going to be a fool to pull that off unless they can get them on one of the side streets with nobody there, nobody watching. It's like, okay, assault taking place here in Vegas, no big deal. We're not going to report it. But yeah, this happened on Fremont Street. Uh, and if it does get convicted, uh, if he does get arrested and get convicted, he's not just going to face jail time, but after he gets out of jail, he still has to face another 1 year ban from Fremont Street. So it's a lose situation. Actually, I predicted early this year it's going to be one of those times that many Cincinnati family could lose their channel, and they're doing it on their own, and all that stuff. Hey, Mark, how you doing? How late live stream? Yeah, I advertised that I was going to be on late because I was trying to find any video evidence of what happened. The clown attacked one of our new subscribers and new friends of ours. Jojo the clown got attacked early this morning on Fremont. Angie woke me up about 7 o'clock ish this morning. Told me the news that Jojo the clown, Jojo the squirrel, he was in one of our videos. Was attacked by the clown early this morning. Don't know if it was in vicinity of the. If it was in vicinity of Walgreens, that's not too far away from the police district branch office and that. Actually, I'm going to have a video on the Fremont Street experience. I don't think I included that in the video or not, but yeah, you will see in our live stream. You will see there is now a police branch office, like a precinct. They call it a substation. Some places call it a precinct. I just call it whatever it is, but it's there on Fremont, and they said it's supposed to help deter crime more. But with some of these guys who parties late at night, it doesn't matter to them, and that. But yeah, it was a good friend, good subscriber to us. I gave him a $20 live super chat from a few weeks ago, and Jojo is very emotional, and I don't blame him in that. So he looked busted up. He had a split lip. He had a split lip right in here, and he had like a gash right up in here. So he got walloped twice. One by a guy named Machete, and the other one in that. I remember seeing that police branch office. Yep. It's just on the other side of the Slotzilla main entrance. Used to be a store there at one time, but now they made it a police substation, and that made it great, and that. So Machete is another guy's name. In other words, I call him the Munchkin. He's the Munchkin of all Munchkins there, and that. So, want to be a lollipop kid? But yeah, it was a. I just got woke up to the circus. F Donuts is on. I don't know if he's still live right now with his stream going, and that they were just kind of talking how Julie's in denial of everything that she saw, and that she's going to deny it anyway because she don't want to get beaten up by Manny. Manny would do it, and that. So, and of course, when you hang out with friends like Machete and a couple other people, and a couple of people, crazy names. This is why he was throwing people under the bus. We literally threw him off the cliff because we didn't want nothing to do with him no more, and that. So don't blame us on that. So we just saw what was happening and just said no. We're not going to be associated with this. Actually, we got associated with far better YouTubers on this last vacation than we ever did. So who needs Manny to help build your channel because he doesn't help build your channel? Actually, to tell you the truth, Cadillac family didn't really want to help out our channel. But when we had something in common, he's going to help those channels out that has something in common, was basically no clowns allowed and that. So no clowns allowed and all that stuff. How long YouTube is going to continue this charade, I don't know. It's up to YouTube. Right now, Manny's probably going to go live in a couple hours. He is a marked man. He knows he's a marked man because everybody's talking about it all day today on their channels. And I want to hear everybody else's input, but basically there's no new information, no new lengthy details. If they had the smoking gun video, they will not show it on YouTube because of YouTube policies. and it's more evidence. It's actually used as evidence against Manny and Machete if that was the case. So they have to follow the YouTube guidelines because YouTube does not like that. The 7-7. The clown is going down. Yes, he is sinking faster than the Titanic, hopefully. But like I said, don't hold your breath on it because he is going to come on live someplace, somehow, where he's lesser known in the area of Vegas, which is not easy to do because anybody who watches his videos can almost pinpoint where he's at. Even if it's in reverse, they can almost pinpoint where he's at because he's too familiar and all that stuff. So, basically, Donna 77, I'd like to thank you for that nice super chat you gave us on the over the Angie and Chuck show. That was very kind of you. Thank you very much. We do appreciate every single one of those donations we got on our channel because you know why? More money in our pocket, less money in the clown's pocket. Does that make sense? I don't know. Mark will think that makes sense, but yeah. We do appreciate it. It will help out a lot because we do have a little small financial downfall because we took work off to enjoy our vacation. So usually there's a slight drawback. So we're getting a nice little paycheck from YouTube over on my main channel and that. So yeah. It is F Donuts. Yeah, F the clown. Hey, how was your? I watched a little bit of your live stream. It was a good live stream. I forgot to put. I was watching it as the Angie and Chuck show, but I didn't really put anything. But I did appreciate. I did like that live stream you did. That was awesome. But I think Julie's in total denial of everything, and that. So that's a shame that she has to fall into that little Manny clown trap and that. So. That. So excuse me for a second. Hey, let's blow my nose on the clown. One thing I hate about Midwest life, sinuses. I didn't really have them in Vegas. I just had bloody noses in Vegas. And that. So, yeah, like I said, we had a great time. I did go on a clown hunt. That video was private until I realized I didn't realize it was in private. But I was able to put in public. Yeah, I went on a clown hunt. I did get enough views to, I guess Manny was told I was on my way, and that somebody was bigger. And well, if you look at the original video, I looked down. I said, "Is that?" When I first met Manny, I said, "Is that Manny or is that a midget walking around?" I don't know. But we're done. I mean, we threw him off the cliff. We were done with him. When he started throwing people off under the bus, we threw him off the cliff because we don't want nothing to do with him no more. It was embarrassing on that. But we met a lot of great YouTubers. We met, we met the other me, straight out of Vegas, up and our way. We also met the Laughing Lion. We also met the Cadillac family. We want to give a special shout out to the Cadillac family because they're the ones helped the Angie and Chuck show get past the 2,000 point and that. So Jojo the school. I'm sorry, buddy, you got assaulted, but I'm glad you're taking legal action. I'm hoping somebody will help you every step of the way with that legal action. You file to the full extent of that law. Well, I'm so tough over this. But Jojo, you need to follow through on that. Make sure they do file charges. Make sure the prosecutor does have enough evidence to prosecute because it is the best you can do. Because as soon as you follow these steps and he goes to jail on base on whatever evidence that was provided, that is evidence. Hey, and along with some, let's hope Jojo will follow through on the charges. That is key. Yep, and along that is exactly right. He needs to follow through on those charges. He needs to press full charges because I'm pretty sure Finney is doing his part on that. Remember, I point out on a video on the live stream. I point out how the clown went up one way. This is on their video, their live stream, and how basically Manny took an abrupt left took an abrupt turn and went right at Finney, and you saw Finney's side of it, his reaction, where he just didn't see him coming, didn't see it coming, and that. So I'm not here, but hello, but yeah, uh, but yeah, it's crazy out there and that. So but yeah, but Anna Long is very familiar with. I'm very familiar with Anna Long with Finny the Legend, and she is a great contributor to that channel, and she is very generous on that end and that. So, and our Vegas videos are just wrapping up. I got another week's worth of Vegas content over on the main channel. I hope everybody can check that out. Check out any live streams that we have done out there. It was great. Even I did my own clown hunt myself, but unfortunately the clown took off and all that stuff. So, and I did say something that about a couple people was asked to take the scooters away from Fremont at the time that they were coming on Fremont and that. So, but yeah, Manny's about ready to piss away. Actually, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think there was a arrest warrant going to be issued in the next few days. I've been kind of reading that on our side chats. Uh, but yeah, in order to do that, Jojo has to follow through and everything. Uh, he he doesn't have to have financial backup because what it is it's an assault charge. That is a prosecutor's job to make sure there's enough evidence to prosecute. If he can provide enough evidence to prosecute and follow through and have enough witnesses that has witnessed that situation that was there around him that witnessed it, uh, they all have to follow through too because this stuff has to end. And of course, Manny is in this situation. This is now what the second time within a month and a half to 2 months. Anyway, those rings should be considered a weapon. Yes, you got that right. They should be considered weapons. Almost like they're put together like brass knuckles, and it's illegal to have brass knuckles. Any way, shape, or form. Actually, there was videos of him having pepper spray, and he's not supposed to have any kind of weapon. If he was an ex-con, he's not supposed to have any kind of weapons at all, including pepper spray on him at any time. He can't even have a pocket knife. No, it's neither machete because he is an ex-con. He's just got released from jail, and looks like he may be going back there. Hope he missed his boyfriend in jail, probably. And so. Yeah, you're not supposed to have any kind of weapons at all. And that. Oh, wow. Like I said, it was a very interesting day. I wish I would have shared some videos myself, but like I said, it's hard to come up with videos. What you really need that smoking gun is basically maybe that's one they're not going to show on YouTube because YouTube is very fussy on this. If I did, I would have to blur out a lot of it. But yeah, Jojo had a nice split lip right in here. Is on this side of the face, if I remember right. Had a nice split lip right underneath here, and he had a nice little gash right in there, and he was really upset over it. And unfortunately, they said it happened right in front of the police, but didn't do nothing. Reason that because unfortunately there is something in the that the Supreme Court passed years ago, where basically the police don't have to do nothing while you're getting assaulted, and that. So it's almost like they have to wait till after the fact, and that's unfortunate that has to happen, but it did happen that way. So if that turns out to be true, that's crazy, and that. So that was a Supreme Court mistake, technically in a way. And that, but it did. But a good cop would have made that bust immediately on the spot. As soon as he saw the assault took place, the handcuffs went on. The nice shiny bracelets that many should be modeling for sometime soon. Hopefully, modeling sometime soon, and see a mugshot look like this. But yeah. what do you think his chances going live tonight? Uh, I don't see him going live at all tonight because what everybody talks about it. Almost all the Vegas YouTubers has talked about this. My opinion is Manny is a marked man. He's a marked man. So his entourage that was in with him, he is a marked man, and that. And unfortunately, lucky for him, I live here in Iowa, so I'm in my comfort of Iowa, sitting back here waiting to watch it to happen. And that I'm going to watch it as a non-subscriber. And if that does happen, that's going to be the best YouTube viewing I'll ever watch, where Manny gets assaulted live on his own channel by somebody that's not known by nobody in Vegas. It could be somebody that's just out of town, like me. I was out of town a couple weeks ago. Don't really follow the channel no more unless I forced to do it because I got a rant channel here. I, I'm forced to watch it once in a while and to see what goes on and that. So yeah, so it's a very interesting last 12 plus hours, almost 24 hours to. It's about 20 something odd hours or something like that, but it's been a very interesting day. Everybody had their opinions on it. I'm pretty sure F Donuts had. I saw Sin City DJ Marcy had something on it. It was kind of was a little interesting, but that's hard to tell. Don't know if that would be the smoking gun, but there is other video evidence. Of course, you always get them from businesses in the area, up and down Fremont as part of their security detail. I'm pretty sure there is more than one angle. I'm pretty sure there's another live streamer in the area wrapping up their live stream. And I'm pretty sure they will have their evidence turned in and all that stuff. Like I said, if something happened on my live stream, I make sure law enforcement got it right away and that before I put the video in private. If I was Jojo, I would not delete his videos. I would have just put it in private, and save that key evidence, because I think if he deleted the video, if he still has it on his phone, he better not delete it. He better just turn it in, because when I record live on this goes, I still, even if YouTube does take down the video for, let's say, copyright issues or violent issues, I still have it on my phone for evidence. So all I have to do is just download it to a different file. And if I wanted to, I can send that off to the proper authorities if I had the evidence, which I don't, unfortunately. Because that happened. We were done with Vegas a couple weeks ago. We were really on our way home, about ready to wake up and be on our way home. And that. Actually, we were about waking up to do our sober up Sunday or something like that, which we didn't really sober up at all. That's when we did other stuff too. So, and all that. And Angie got very emotional too when we left Vegas. So, met a lot of great YouTubers. I mean, they actually some of our audience latched onto their channel, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be loyal viewers over there once in a while. They're like me. That's how you build a YouTube community. For me, because if I can introduce my audience to something new, to that, hey, if you want to find out what's going on in Vegas, you check out these channels, because what you watch from our channel is based on our experience, but you watch these channels for the more juicy details and all that stuff. To those new to this channel, Andy, Angie, and Chuck Show, I am simply a loyal YouTube supporter and blogger. Yep, you're right there, Mark. And you've been a loyal supporter, and you've been a very good financial backer to the channel. We do appreciate that 100%. And being a longtime channel member, we really enjoy like that too. Hey, Jersey girl, how you doing? And yeah, one final nail in the clown's coffin. Baby just got hammered early this morning, and that. But will it be done with his channel? I don't know. We just don't know. I would not hold my breath, because when he goes live again, he's going to play the role of victim. which he always does, and people are not buying it no more. Especially when you perpetrate it yourself. And Julie points it out. I mean, really points it out. And all of a sudden, they end a live stream abruptly. To me, that's guilty as charged, and that. That. So I'm hoping there's other smoking gun issues with this. I would love to see how archives uh, get the video clips. How they will get video clips for this. I think Tuesday will be very interesting on Finny the Legend. Please check out that channel on Tuesday. It comes on at Central Time Zone. For us, it's around 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern in our time zone. Otherwise, it's 7:30 his time zone because he's in Pacific time zone now for being in Arizona. So he has to worry about being in Pacific time zone now. So it's like a late show, and it's the first hour. Oh, by the way, did anybody see this on Penny? We did appreciate that, Penny. If you're watching this on a delay, we did chat on his side channel. We did appreciate being on his channel. It was an honor to be on his channel because you know why? He's Penny the Legend. He knows good people when he sees it and that. So I would love to meet him in person on our next Vegas trip if we were able to get a trip together in some form and maybe meet that way. I would love to be on his live stream myself and that. So, and maybe him and I will do a little clown hunting too, but I don't think it's not going to happen because to me, if it holds true, if Jojo pursue charges, pursue it to the T, and I heard there'll be arrest warrants out for his arrest, and Manny will be sporting new jewelry here on YouTube. It's called handcuffs, and they're nice and shiny. They're brighter and cleaner looking than his rings and that. And what his mugshot going to look like? You guys have to generate that through AI. What would be his mugshot would look like? With a couple black eyes, missing teeth from his newfound friends behind bars. Yeah, that'd be fitting, I would say. And that. Oh, by the way, just let you know, assault charges here in Iowa, usually found guilty, can set you in jail anywhere from I think 1 to 2 years behind bars, and that's really maybe longer. It all depends on the style of the assault. If it's a felony assault, you're looking anywhere from 5 to 10 years. And I think it's based on Iowa law, but I don't know what Nevada law will be. It could be 10 to 15. Who knows? That would be great. Now, what Julie's going to do for live streaming and that. So she'll probably cry foul, cry a victim, and all that stuff. Who knows? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, trust me. I've got to put in that one video in the bridge about the bridges. Don't stop on the bridge to take photo shoots because without proper permits, you can't do a photo shoot on because it's a fine. It's $1,000 fine and 6 months in jail and that. And just a simple misdemeanor on Fremont can get you anywhere from 6 months to 1 year ban and that. So, yeah, you got to be very careful. Of course, luckily for me, when I got stopped by the Las Vegas Metro, we was on our way to that steakhouse on that one Sunday night on our final night. We got stopped. I did a crosswalk violation. Shame on you, Chuck. Shame, shame, shame. Everybody knows your name. You lawbreaker, you, Chuck. Luckily for me, there was other people that did a monkey see, monkey do. And the officer said, looks like you haven't been pulled over for a while. When was the last time you got pulled over? And I said, 96. He goes, that's what we got, 96. We're just not going to give you a warning ticket. You're not going to get a ticket. You're not going to get a warning ticket. We'll just give you a verbal warning, and you're free to go. And I said, thank you very much, Officer. I think it was Officer Pryor of the Las Vegas Metro, and that he was very kind. Very polite. We were very polite with each other. That was my original rant for today. I was going to talk about that today to stick it to the First Amendment people and all that stuff. I can still do that later when the time comes. Maybe next week I'll just do that. Kind of let the First Amendment auditor crybabies know. If you get pulled over the cops, don't make a show out of it. Just don't even have to plead your case. Just give them the information they need. I was renting a car. I told them, here's my license. This is my rental agreement and all that stuff. I say, yeah, we can run the registration through the tag because it said fleet tag. And we don't make sure because there was a video I saw today where Avis put their wrong plates on the wrong cars and it cost the people a boatload of money just to get home. And Avis had to pay them every single dime, including a full refund on that car rental and everything that goes with it, because of the inconvenience they provide them. So I'm hoping my car rental sees that video. And I told them about my little incident. They said the car checked out. He said that's what we try to do, make sure you guys got the right tags on the right car. And that's what they try to do nationwide, which they're supposed to do anyway. And that, so. Good old Avis, huh? So, yep, they're up in Canada too. Yep, they're almost everywhere nowadays. Blow my nose on that cloud. Yeah, so, excuse me, guys. I just had to do it, and that. So, yeah. So I got off the hook. That's all I needed, and that. So, just be extra careful when you're in Vegas. When you come across a pedestrian, if you see two flashing yellow lights on either side of the road, you better stop and yield because that tells me, because what the officer told me means that was somebody, it was in the crosswalk. If somebody is in that crosswalk. So stop and yield, even at all hours of the day. Stop and yield. Especially in Vegas, the closer the strip, actually, you're going to expect pedestrians anywhere in a big city. Actually, in a small town, always expect pedestrians at the least probable hour. Because sometimes I go on my late night walks, I have to be extra careful too. And besides that, it probably will not be a too bad idea that maybe my local law enforcement will do a sting operation at one of these crosswalks to see if people is yielding to the pedestrians using those crosswalks. Especially downtown. I nearly got hit a couple times down there this year already. Not on a live stream, but just on an average day in that. So I'm all choked up on this one. I'm normally at my watering hole right now, just enjoying what would be my Friday because I got 2 days off. I got Monday off. I got Tuesday off. So that gives me a chance to do other edited videos. Actually, we gotta get back filming regular videos. I got to do a final thoughts video tomorrow, so I can get it uploaded to our channel members on the Angie and Chuck show. Oh boy, we grew. That channel grew like here. It grew big here. It grew big over there too. We appreciate all the new subscribers and viewers over there. Anybody who contribute anything over there to us, we appreciate every single one. And of course, like I said, it just felt like we didn't earn it, but we earned it anyway. Like I said early in this live stream, the more the other YouTubers get, the less the clown gets. Technically, I kind of remember that during the Elbow era, Elvis Travels area. That was another e-bagger here on YouTube that lost his channel because he flagged another YouTube 128 false flags, and guess what happened to his main channel? His bread and butter channel, gone like a wind, and that. So, all right, like I said, I'm not going to say I'm very long. Like I said, just my input. Uh, Jojo, if you'd be watching this, please follow through on that. If you need legal advice, talk to an attorney. Actually, your best bet is talk to the county prosecutor's office and see if you have a case to prosecute. Because if they have a case, they have to prosecute. Then what you're doing, you're not making a civil. Also, if that fails, you can still do a civil lawsuit. They can always fall back on a civil lawsuit. I use that as the ace in a hole. A civil lawsuit would be in case of the prosecutor does not prosecute, you can still do bodily damage through a civil lawsuit. We can be awarded a lot of money, which Manny doesn't have. All he has is a YouTube channel, maybe a couple of his cars that is probably ready to fall apart on the next bump in Vegas, and possibly maybe take over Julie's Section 8 housing or something like that. Who knows? And that, but yeah, I would. In case the prosecutor does not prosecute, I go with the civil lawsuit because you did get bodily injured, and that is you can get rewarded very nicely for that. As long as you have the evidence and all that, I mean, you got the smoking gun, technically in a way. So, uh, Manny, I would not leave Vegas because if there's a warrant out for arrest, you cannot leave Vegas. The warrant goes everywhere. Because I'm going to tell you what, you think you go to Chicago and you think you're going to use Sanctuary City in Chicago as the way, that warrant will go through anywhere. Because you know why? Because I got friends in Chicago too, and that. So arrest warrants can travel worldwide. Actually, arrest warrants can go worldwide, and that. So I'd be very careful. Actually, I would not be leaving the country, Manny, because with a criminal record, you're not even welcome in most countries. If I'm right, Mark, who lives in Canada, if you're crossing the border with a criminal record, they do not even allow you to come to Canada any way, shape, or form. You're being denied at the border if you were able to try to cross the border with a criminal record of some kind. So you better hope you got your felonies in check on that. If you don't come forward, you may not cross that border at all. If you have any kind of current record, even current, you're not allowed to cross that border. You got to get an exemption in some form, but it's not easy to get. Tell you that right now, and that. So if Mark and I, we know our laws. We know our laws. Probably the same thing in Canada. United States probably depending on who's running down here. Probably just say, we'll let it pass. We'll let it pie. No, it's not going to happen. If you have a criminal record, you're not allowed here either. So yeah. So okay, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this show anyway. By the only way that is probably a federal pardon. Yeah, probably a federal pardon. Yeah, you're right. You probably need a federal pardon or something like that, or what they. I forgot what I saw. I saw in one of the videos that allows you to come in, but you only restricted where you go, and that is it. Basically, it's almost like, yeah, you welcome in, but you're going to be under house arrest while you're up here too, something like that. But I don't know that part. So that is one of those bylaws that attorneys will have to figure out. But right now, I don't think Manny going up to Canada to hide. He may get away in Mexico, but he may come to Chicago try to get away there. All right. What charges are we talking about? We're talking about Manny the Clown, who just assaulted Jojo the Clown early this morning outside near on Fremont Street Experience. That was early this morning. That would be like about 4:30ish Vegas time. Everybody was talking about it. Cadillac family, they were live a little bit. They put their video in private because they want to keep it as evidence. On their say, they want to keep the JoJo injury as fresh as evidence as possible and all that stuff. And there's other evidence shows Manny and Machete did assault. So, and everybody's predicting that the arrest warrants will be out for his arrest in the next few days. If he tries to flee, he ain't gonna get away from him. Yeah, it's just happened like early this morning, and everybody put their videos either in private or in channel memberships. Manny put his in channel membership. It was towards of his live stream that happened, and you hear Julie say, "Manny, what the hell?" And the live stream just ended, and that. So, and obviously the smoking gun was there, but only to his loyal subjects to say, "Nope, nothing happened here. Nothing happened here. Nothing happened here," because they're brainwashed to say nothing happened, but they said something did happen. Uh, right now, we just everybody who is like I said, we're gonna find out more information when Tuesday hits. That's when Infinity the Legend will have more information on this. I'm just putting in my thoughts of what I heard and reacting what I've heard here on YouTube and all that stuff. So, yeah, it is so messed up. Yeah, Jojo should be okay. He is banged up. He has like a gash right here, and he has a split lip, and not on here, but on the inside, right on the inside. He has a nice little gash there, and he was not. He was very emotional about it, and I'm hoping he filed charges, and hopefully they have this evidence. If he has any video evidence left on his phone, I hope he handed it to the police and let them take care of it, and let the prosecutor take care of it. But if it doesn't, if the prosecutors don't see enough evidence, uh, and that, so so yeah, like I said, hopes and prayers for Jojo. Well, I met Jojo. He's a nice guy. He really appreciated that we supported him before all the circus happened and all that stuff. I will support Jojo any way possible I can. Right now, finances for me is a little tight, but if I'm able to contribute to his attorney's fund, I will try to put a little something into it myself. Just make sure he has got a good attorneys and that. So hopefully we'll have that link up. But right now, I probably not going to wait for it because I'm about ready to wrap up this live stream anyway. Just my thoughts. I didn't want to stay around long enough, and it's been a very interesting, almost not quite 24 hours to the incident. Reason I didn't go live earlier, like normal time at around 10 a.m. on Sundays, I usually do. I just waited to see who also started talking about it and to see there were some side chats talking about arrest warrants being issued and within the next 24 to 48 hours and that. They just want to make sure they have enough evidence and that. Will Manny be on live tonight? He better be careful and watch his back because I'm pretty sure that he is a marked man. I live here in Iowa, so you don't have to worry about me. Don't have to worry about me. Just be warned, Manny. If you're going to be a YouTuber, always watch your back because obviously you're not watching your back at all. And that. So you're a live streamer, a YouTuber creator. You always gotta watch your back because you never know a hater can jump on you, and boy, they can jump on you. All right, we're out here. Mark, I may be on a little late on my walking live stream tomorrow night. I'm probably going to do tomorrow night when it's a little cooler because we're supposed to be near 90 degrees and that. Thanks for letting me know. The clown always looks for his victim when they're alone. That's right. And I was alone. I was on a cloud. I was on a clown hunt and that. I was on a clown hunt myself. I have a video evidence. I was there on Fremont looking for that clown and that. He took off running like a scared cow, and I was by myself at the time. So I guess he's afraid of tall guys, and I am a tall guy. I'm 6 foot. I can walk on this. I can probably walk on him. All right, we're out here. Please like, share, subscribe to the notification bell. Feel free to check out the Angie and Chuck Show YouTube channel. We're wrapping up we're wrapping our Vegas trip videos. Check our old live streams on Vegas. Like I said, not the best, but at least they're a lot better than it was 2 years ago. Mark can testify to that real quick. So we're out of here. I'm going to be talking about something else next week. Unless something more important came up, I'll be on next Sunday morning around maybe like 10 in the morning Central Time. And I'll do a brief chat then, okay, to see what new came up If not, I'll talk about my situation with, you know, to let your crybabies know how to handle the police when you get pulled over. All right. All right, we're out of here. Please like, share, subscribe. I already said that. Let's go ahead and just get out of here then. Have a good night, everybody, and see you in the next one.